Hi guys, Spartan765, and today I'm doing a video review on some 7.62 by 38R or 7.62 Nagant. The only gun that uses this round is the M1895 Nagant revolver. I've had the gun now for about a month. I just didn't really feel like buying anything online. You know, I don't really want to buy corrosive ammo, so I actually found some Preview Partisan at Cabela's for 25 bucks for a box of 50. The thing about commercial ammo for the Nagant revolver is it's going to be a lot lower powered than the surplus stuff, and it's purposely did that way because, you know, these guns are old and they're not really safety checked, you know, for performance or anything like that at the arsenal. That's kind of up to the buyer. So, you know, I'd always recommend getting one of these checked out by someone who knows about guns if you don't know a whole lot, or take it to a gunsmith. This one I've checked out and it's fine. Yeah, doing mainly a review on the round today. I had some people ask me, you know, about the round and why it's so unique. The reason the round is so unique is because it's a fully recessed round below the top of the casing. These are FPJ rounds. That's a flat pointed jacket. Now, this round has the trajectory and the knockdown power roughly of a Smith & Wesson long. It's about the same bullet grain weight and powder grain weight. From what I've heard, I haven't fired a Smith & Wesson long through this, even though 32 Smith & Wesson long, even though you can. But I wouldn't recommend that. I like to only use the cartridge the gun is chambered for. You can get 32 Smith & Wesson cylinders for this gun, but me being me, I like to keep it original. But yeah, this is one of the only rounds in the world that has a recessed bullet, making it very unique and being very firearm specific. Like I said, this is the only firearm ever made for this round that was mass produced. There might have been some other prototypes that were made for this round, but the only service gun that was ever used was this one. Now, the trajectory on this round is supposed to be fairly good. One of the, like I said, one of the unique things about this round is this. Utilizing this round here, you got up at the top how it's curved in like that. What that does is, see how there's a gap here in the barrel. When you cock the gun, it actually pushes the cylinder forward and pushes the tip of the casing actually into the barrel. So when the gun is shot, the tip of the case here expands and creates 100% gas seal. This is one of the only revolvers in the world that has that system on it, and this is one of the only revolvers in the world that can be suppressed, believe it or not. When this gun came out, it was ahead of its time as far as, you know, the technology involved in a gas sealing system on a revolver. It was a system that never really caught on because, you know, it's not super reliable. It's reliable, but it's not, you know, as reliable as, like, let's say an 1873 Colt Army, you know, the Colt Peacemaker. That's because if you do fire this in a single action, and I'm going to show you here, it's not loaded. If you fire this in the double action, instead of just having you know, two actions that are going on in this revolver, and that is the cylinder rotating and the hammer being pulled back, you actually have four actions going on when you pull the trigger, making the trigger incredibly difficult to pull compared to like a Smith & Wesson Model 10 or any modern revolvers we have today. When you pull the trigger, it rotates the cylinder, pushes the hammer back, and pushes the cylinder up on a spring. It's a spring-loaded cylinder. Pushes the cylinder up to the chamber, and there's a little piece in there that pushes the round up tight to the cylinder. So you got four actions going on here when you pull the trigger instead of just two. You know, so there's a little bit more room for error or something breaking. The firearm is extremely simple internally, though, believe it or not. More simple than a Smith & Wesson Model 15, or that typical size of mid-frame type of mid-frame revolver. It's a lot more user-friendly to take apart. Smith & Wessons aren't horrible to take apart or anything. I'm just saying that for a novice, if you're going to take one apart, it's a little bit easier. But yeah, now back to the ammunition because I got sidetracked more with the gun. But yeah, you can buy this ammunition on the internet. You can get it on Cheaper Than Dirt, JNGSales.com, AIM Surplus. JNG Sales and AIM Surplus currently has bulk surplus ammunition that you can buy. Good deal on it, great deal on it. It's real cheap, but it is corrosive. Not that that really matters as long as you clean your gun afterwards. But I don't usually fire too much surplus rounds through my guns, with the exception of the Mosin Nagants. I mean, because that stuff is, I have six Mosin Nagants, and you know, shooting them, going out and buying that Silver Bear, you know, just to go down to the range and shoot a couple hundred rounds at a time gets kind of expensive. And most Nagants are easy to clean. Not that this isn't, but that's pretty much the only gun I'll fire corrosive ammo through. But yeah, I mean, that's just pretty much a short and sweet review on the 7.62x38. I will be doing a range review on this gun because I've gotten multiple messages about that, both comments and personal messages wanting a range review on the gun and showing how it performs. These are pretty damn accurate from what I've heard. So I'm gonna have to take that out and test it. I mean, on the sights on here, you just got a fixed milled rear V-notch and a windage adjustable front sight, which, you know, you just do with a punch. That's easy to adjust. I'm just gonna shoot her in, or sight her in at 25 meters and leave it at that. I also am gonna, like I do with all my handguns when I get them, try it out at 100 meters and see if I can hit the man-sized target. I can do that easily with my XD-M45 and my CZ52, but we'll have to see how this guy goes here. Comments, questions, feel free to send me a message. Spartan765 out.